Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need these now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my podcast. It's Absolute Chat. Only this few minutes here is me face to face. After that, it will be the podcast itself, which you can skip straight to. Look at the time skip if you want to. This is just an introduction because this is my second time I've done a podcast series, and the first time was a bit of a failure. This one is going to be, because I've not got a podcast hosting site, I'm going to be putting them on YouTube, and I'm going to be putting the audio file into the Google Drive folder you can share, so you can download it that way. If you do download it, give it a thumbs up. It's just, this is the only way I can do it at the moment till I can get a podcast hosting site that's suitable. I did try Podbean before, but I didn't want to pay. But I'm going to have to if I want to do this. But this is just temporarily this way. As soon as I can get a podcast site, I'll put more onto the podcast site. So, how are you doing anyway? I've got lots of ideas for this podcast series. I'm going to start off today. Episode 1 is going to be chatting about when I was younger, when about getting to the 30s, 40s and 50s. Now I'm 51. Thinking back when I was younger and what it is like now. The reality. So that's what it's going to be about today. See if you want to stick by, please do. It will skip straight to audio as soon as it starts. So I shall start it now, actually. So welcome to episode 1 of Absolute Chat with me, your host, Darren Keenan. Now, I've tried podcasting before, but a bit of a failure, I think, and it was only like 8 minutes, 10 minutes long. This one I want to get a bit longer. So, where do I start? Episode 1. Me? Well, this is all going to be just me, maybe a few bad language, F words here and there, just something I don't know, but expect the unexpected. So parents' advisory is, needed. So, being 51, what's it like? Well, I'll get to that towards the end. All I can say is, it's not as bad as I thought it was. When you're younger, when I was in the teens and stuff, 50 was like, seems like 1,000 years away. It didn't seem like it was close. It seemed like, well, I'll never get there. That'll never happen. But more reality is, you look towards the 20s. When you're a teenager, when I was a teenager, it was like, I'm in 20s, I'll be alright. I'll find a partner, settle down, get married, have kids, But never happened. 20s were like my nightclubbing days. The good old 80s. I was born in the summer of 69. So like 89 kind of thing. 88, 89 was when I started nightclubbing. So the 80s and 90s. It was most weekends going out, having a party, having fun, Nothing illegal, just going out there dancing. Make sure I was sober to walk my girlfriend home at the time afterwards. And that was every weekend. And you in my 20s, I didn't think about 30s and 40s and 50s. It was 20s, it was like, yeah, these are the years, these are the good years. And then I get to 25 and 26, and reality starts kicking in. It's like, oh, you can't be bothered to go out anymore night clubbing. You feel a bit too old for it. That's like 25, 26. This is me. I don't know, anyone else is different, aren't they? But it's okay. Yeah, it's quite weird looking back in the younger days and thinking, it's like the opposite now, isn't it? It's like when you're young, you think, oh, getting old is going to be bad. You're getting old, you look getting young, thinking, oh, I don't want to be there again. It's like role reversal, you know what I mean? I don't know if everyone thinks like that, or is it just me? I don't know. There's so much to tell. But I'll try and narrow it down a bit, that's all. So yeah, so 20s, fantastic. And it was the introduction of not social media. Wasn't around then. It was like the thought of the internet, thought of PCs, and it was the days when MS-DOS and Windows 95 and Windows 3.1 even. That was mad thinking back. So yeah, it's the hardest part now being 50 is seeing someone who was born after the year 2000. You think, God, I feel old now. You feel totally old, out of place. But going back to my 20s, I'm going backwards and forwards here, the way my mind works, that's all. So what you're doing in your 20s, if you're 20 plus, comment below. Comment somewhere on the YouTube or whatever you're listening or whatever you're doing. Don't forget you can download the audio version of this through the link in the description of the YouTube channel. Unless you've already done it and listened to it on MP3 player or something, then thank you very much. I hope you hit the like button and even the subscribe button. I'm losing my track here, aren't I? I'm going everywhere. So nightclub days over, forget about that. It's a case of concentrating on finding a good job. My main dreams when I was in my late 20s and early 30s was to live by the sea and to work at a theme park. So most of you know what's coming. So yeah, I had a few interviews at a theme park called Alton Towers in the past, but getting there was a pain because I don't drive. And I've taught lessons when I was 17, but they were a bit of a failure. And I found out, nope, I'm not fit for driving because my mind just wanders everywhere where it should be, where it shouldn't be. I can drive in and then my mind will think, dinner, will think about that. And then that's it, accidents. So I didn't feel safe. Not for me, but for everyone else. So I'm getting close to the 30. So it was, guess when I hit 30, when I started a bit more wise, I started to think more about 40 and 50. What it'd be like when I get to that age, that age of my life. So 30s was mainly settling down with a job, get my life sorted. Things happened in my 30s that, my grandparents passing away, me moving out, get my own place, living on my own, and I didn't get time to think about getting older. I had a girlfriend who was 10 years older than me, and then another girlfriend after that, not at the same time. It was like 10 years younger than me. It was a weird roller coaster of a 1990s. The 90s were good, but yeah, good memories. Still getting close to getting 50s on. So 30, in my beginning of my 30s, I started becoming a youth worker, helping out a youth club, because I was a people person. I was a person who people come to for help and advice, and I used to give advice best I could, help best I could, but there was no one there for me, kind of thing. So I was always glad to help people, guide them in the right direction and stuff in life, but I had no one to help me really. So, but I felt glad that I was some kind of use, helping people. That went on for a few years. Still, mid-30s, that's when I got my dream job, working at Alton Towers theme park. This is 2000 now, 2003. I was working with a lot of young people who, working with them people, I didn't feel old. I didn't feel in the 30s. I felt early 20s again. It was nice. It was good working with students and working with mid-20s age people, But then life creeps up on you, doesn't it? And you get to 40 and you know you're getting close to 50. You know that time's ticking on. The days seem to go faster, the weeks seem to go faster, the years seem to go faster. Through my life, I've had 20/20 vision until I hit 40, and then I had to stop wearing glasses, thinking, oh, there you go. Things started to go a bit wrong. And that's when I found out about my mental health problems and other things that I didn't want to experience, but I did. My mum passed away before my 40th birthday. It was a shock. I had to go through a lot of counselling for that. It was hard to process, but I don't want to go, that's not what this vlog's about, so I'm not going to go into that. Maybe another one if you want to hear about that. I can chat more about it. Things are with podcasts, it's nice because it's not involving a camera. Even though there's a camera in front of me, it's not being recording my face, it's just audio. And it's like blogs, really. It's easy to express yourself better talking or writing. If you're recording yourself, you've got to worry about staring at the lens, worry about, am I sitting in the right position, blah blah blah, this and the other, what am I wearing. So this podcast and stuff is just straightforward, easy. It's like talking to a friend in front of me, a counsellor in front of me, So anyway, Alton Towers was good. It was good. It was the best experience of my life. I met some really, really good people. I've done a series on YouTube with Alton Towers, which you can find on this channel. So just search for it, you'll find it. I won't put links in, you've got to find it yourself. There you go. How mean am I? So before I was 40 though, I did go through an experience, be made homeless, which again, if you want me to chat about it, I'll chat about it in another podcast. I'm happy to talk about things like that. So where I am now in Dover, which I moved to in 2008, so it's been 13 years nearly. God, 13 years. Time's crept up really. Between 40 and 50, time catches up on you really fast. You notice things, like I said, my eyesight slowly going, aches and pains where you haven't had aches and pains before. When you get ill, it lasts longer. And you do, me personally, I felt more, mental health was getting worse. And it was just, I'm not scared of getting older. I'd rather be older than being young again. It's my mindset. It's really weird. It's hard to describe. I suppose you might know what I'm on about. But just it's not the thought of getting older, but it's the thought of what illness, what things can happen next. You get worried because you got more prone to cancers, and now in 2020 coronavirus and things like that. There's lots of things now that you, being in your 50s, you need to really be more aware of and more careful kind of thing. I mean, if I was to break a bone now, it wouldn't heal as fast. If I was to don't know. If I was to run a marathon, I might be able to do it, but not with my weight. That's one thing I've noticed as well. You do, I did eat a lot of junk food years ago, but it's harder to lose weight when you get older, I think. It seems to me anyway, it seems to be lingering longer, when you try and go on these diets. It could just be me. It could be not me not doing it right. I don't know. That's what this podcast is mainly about. Getting to know me more. I'm telling you these things just in case you experience it and you know what it's like, then you can tell me. Then it's not just me. Then you know, it's not just me going through all these things. That's what I want these podcasts to be about. Really, just be there for you, be a friend. You get to know more about me. You know, not everything, but enough. So anyway, 40s. I do feel older and wiser, you know. And people, you know what I look like. You saw the beginning of the video, this podcast, the video bit. If you're watching us YouTube, of course, you'll see me at the beginning chat anyway. I mean, do I look 51? People say I look in my 30s, late 30s, which was good. But when I was 18 and 19, I looked 14 and 15. I've always looked younger than I was. I mean, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't go out in the sun much. So I think that's a bonus, isn't it? Wow. So, reaching 50 was a milestone. It was 10 years after my mum passed away. So I didn't celebrate it like you should do. I just let the day be normal and then carry on doing what I normally do. The past year, I have noticed more my health isn't as good as it was. I noticed I let myself go a bit. My eyesight's still not getting worse and worse, but it's still, I have to wear 2 pairs of glasses. And but I don't get so many colds now. I don't go doctors. I don't have to go doctors. So when I get colds, I can deal with it now. You know, I just take a couple of Lemsips, a couple of tablets, and fight it for a few days, and it's gone. You know, and I can tell the symptoms before I get the cold, so I can cure it. So I think that's a life lesson as well. You know, you when you grow up, you have so many colds that you suddenly realise how to deal with it and the telltale signs. So yeah, so that's me. I'm 51 years old and I'm a YouTuber and I love it to bits. Lots of plans I can do. My next podcast, I don't know whether to do talking about my YouTube experience or being made homeless experience, or I don't know. If you've listened this far, comment to let me know. If you found me on YouTube, go back to the YouTube channel and comment on the YouTube channel and the video itself. If you're listening to this or downloaded, then you can email me dazzlersvlog@gmail.com. Dazzlers vlog, yeah. Apart from that, yeah, that's it. Part 1. It's only 17 or 18 minutes long, but still, I want to try and make the other ones about 30 minutes long. And this is just the first episode. So thank you very much for listening. If it's bored you to death, if you won't listen this far, then okay. But if you have listened to this far, thank you so much. It's much appreciated. And please subscribe, and if you're not already, hit the bell. Notification bell to be notified when I upload. I'm hoping to do this every Friday. So I'm hoping on my YouTube channel, as well as the MP3 file you can download through my Google Drive through the link in the description of the YouTube video, on the YouTube page, description bar. So thank you again, and hope to see you soon. I need to get a theme tune, don't I? I need to get a theme tune for this. I need a decent opening intro. I'll suss it out the next few weeks. Trust me. Unless anyone out there can make one for me, let me know.